What's going on, guys? Holy cow. I just got home from work. Well, not just. Probably an hour ago, whatever. So, it's Friday. Poured myself a brew. My wife is out with the kids at the pool. They'll be coming back anytime soon. Figure I'd take this time to shoot a quick video. And if anybody's wondering what's in my glass here, sadly, I say sadly, it's just Blue Moon cappuccino oatmeal stout. It's Blue Moon. I mean, I've never had a Blue Moon that's blew my socks off, but I wanted to try this limited release, about 12 of them. Excuse me. It's okay. I don't know why they use decaf coffee. It tastes like crap compared to what I just finished a can of Terrapin Moohoo chocolate stout. So it was a chocolate milk stout. Man, that's like chocolate milk for adults. So it's pretty crazy. But anyways, this just is like kind of flat. Not as flavorful. Feels really light in your mouth. It's just like not what I have in mind for a stout. So anyways. Cheers. Alright. So let me show you my EDC today. I don't need to show you my Hinder pen. I don't need to show you my gun deck wallet. All that. But anyways, here's what I was carrying the past couple days, probably 2 or 3 days. Spyderco Bowie. I absolutely love this knife still. I think it is in the top 3 of my favorite knives to EDC to actually carry ever. Like top 3. At least top 5 for sure. For sure. I just love this knife so much. So anyways, that's the EDC. I have my notes over here. Yep. So in the comments of the last video, someone had brought up a good point. If I was talking about selling out, this and that, somebody had said it's kind of suspect. Now I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly. When YouTubers do a great review on a knife and then sell it a few days, a few weeks later, a month later, whatever. And I can't speak for them. I can speak for myself. I sell knives that I love all the time. To keep content fresh, to be able to afford some of the new releases and stuff. Sometimes you have to let go of knives that you really like. You know, it's not that you went back on your opinion of that knife. Sometimes you do have mainstays that I couldn't. If I sold this knife, I would be kicking myself in the butt. Because I do absolutely love this thing. So I couldn't sell this. But if there's a knife that has sat in my EDC drawer desk thing area for too long, it kind of is like, it wouldn't hurt me to sell it, you know, even though I love that knife. But maybe it's a little too thick. Maybe it's overbuilt, and my uses most of the time aren't required to be thick and overbuilt, or maybe it's this, or maybe it's that, or maybe I love the knife, but it's worth this much money, and I need that much money to go buy the new thing. So I'm sure that happens to other people. I'm sure that's happened to some of you people who are watching this right now, where you sell something that you really like, and sometimes it doesn't always work. You'll sell that item to be able to afford the newest thing, and then you realize, hey, the newest thing, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And then you will sell the new thing to go buy back your old thing. Sometimes the old thing was something that was really hard to get, was a limited run or something. And then you got to go on the wild chase. And sometimes that takes a year to go through that whole process. But I have done it a lot. So now I don't sell as many items as I used to. But I can see where that would come, where you could do a review that's really positive on an item, and then a few weeks, few months later, you're selling that item. And it doesn't mean that you necessarily don't like that item anymore. It just means that you need money and that you're not made of money. So that's that. I was also talking with a friend earlier today about the Patreon thing. And I still quite don't know how I feel, although it should be super obvious. It's not expected anybody to donate even $1 a month. But if you wanted to, you know, or if you're so inclined to, you could. So I was trying to think. I'm not even saying I would do it, but the only way that I would open up a Patreon is if when it reached a certain amount, then maybe I would keep half for the channel, you know, to keep fresh content coming in. The other half would be given away via a knife of my choice, or maybe we do like a public. I think there's a forum or something on the Patreon. If you're what are they? A supporter of Patreon, you like have a privatized forum, I believe. I haven't looked into it too much, where people could vote on like what the item is, you know, that would be given away. Now, what I didn't say in that other video was why I like Patreon. My brain went one way and whatever. So I like Patreon because it is so open. So if the channel's bringing in $500 a month, I don't know if it would ever reach that much, or bringing in $25 a month, that's posted. Like, that's not secret information. So that's, I think that's good. It keeps everybody nice and honest. So if you seen that this channel is bringing in $200, then you could expect, you know, at the very least, $100 knife giveaway. Now, me, I think to make it fun, I would wait till it got up to at least $150, you know, and then maybe start keeping a little back. Like if it got to 200 or something, you know, like that, where I would keep maybe $25 to $50. But I think what would be cool is to do that as a giveaway for the people who have put in to support the Patreon. And maybe do something like every $5 increment is another ticket into that drawing, and then every month we'll do a drawing and we will give a knife away. So that means I could order the knife, right? I could do a first impressions video. Maybe I could unbox that knife and we could get our hands on it, and I could let you know what I think about it, and then I send it to the winner. You know, I think that'd be kind of neat. And then keep whatever's left, you know. So I'm saying, let's just think and go crazy. Let's say it got up to $500 a month. Maybe I could be giving away a brand new Sebenza or small Sebenza or something like that. You know, I think that would keep it fun and interesting. Also give the backers some sort of something to look forward to. That's why I say I think it'd be a fun thing. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, because that would be a little bit of work, but I feel like it would be more content to the channel, and I feel like it'd be fun for more than just myself, you know, because I would just have to make the video on it and then send it away. And I have postage. I could print postage from my house, so I just print it up, put it in unless it's international, which if everything's on the up and up, I have no problem sending international. You know, I've done it a tons of times. A ton of times I have done it. I have a few friends that would they'll buy something, send it to here, and then we'll send it out wherever they need it to. If it needs any kind of tuning, or say it's a Sebenza, before they ship it all the way overseas and it takes a month and a half to get there, maybe they'll send it to me first to make sure it's a good usable knife, because I don't know how often it happens, but every now and then. I'd say the knife community is one of the best communities I've been part of, but it does happen sometimes where they will. One time I bought a Hinderer. Was it? I don't know. It was a Hinderer 3.5, but I can't remember if it was a custom ground one or what. Said it was brand new, never carried, never used. It come with snail trails all over the clip. The blade had all kinds of cut marks on it. Like, you could tell this thing looked like it had been carried for a year and a half. So I put a dispute in on Blade forums and did the good, bad, and the ugly, and it all turned out all right. I sent the knife back and I got the money, but he originally didn't want to do that. So sometimes that can be a little tough. Now that's, you know, so many years ago. I don't know how it is nowadays. So yeah, that's it, guys. I just feel like these videos are good for me. Even if nobody's watching, it's just good for me to get this off my brain. And I don't have to think about this stuff anymore. You know, I've already made that video on that. It's like if I got a checklist of this, okay, I've checked off this and this, now I still got this. And then meanwhile, I'm still thinking of new things that I'd really love to make a video on. And then it seems like sometimes when I make a video, not quite these videos, but when we go down and zoom in, macro, and we take a look at just the knife, usually I'm like, oh, I'd like to make just a video on this thing. So, you know, it's just good to check off those boxes and get videos like this out. But please let me know what you think about Patreon. Is it something that I should look into more, or just, you know, let it be and don't change a thing for me? I don't plan on changing. I'm going to do exactly what I do. And I do have a Ganzo knife that I had promised GearBest that I was going to review. I've already did the review and I've uploaded it. I probably haven't released it yet, so you haven't seen it. But it's a weird one because I liked the knife, but I didn't like that it was a surprise clone of another knife, and Ganzo does that a lot. I'll leave that for the review. I'm just saying in this open conversation format that I don't know if it's proper for me to review some of those lower affordable knives from Ganzo, you know, to link up with GearBest or somebody like that, which I could, and I'm not completely against it, but I don't want to review a Para 2 clone that has a Axis lock on it. You know, I don't want to pretend that those knives don't exist, but I don't want to give any airtime to those knives either. So that's me. I feel like I really stick out, maybe not stick out, but I really fit in with the normal guy, everyday carry, folding knife. And that just happens to be a lot of Spydercos, a lot of Chris Reeves, a lot of Striders, a lot of Hinders, you know, let's say $250 knives to about $550 knives. That's kind of where my niche is, and I like it because that's what I'm, you know, mostly passionate about. So, but I still like keeping the new people in mind, you know, saying that if you're new to the hobby, maybe start here, or if you're looking to get somebody else into the hobby, well, this knife right here is a pretty good starter knife, you know. Like those, what's that Emerson made by Kershaw? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I'm not too familiar. Anyways, cheers. Maybe try this Blue Moon, but don't go buy 12 of them. Oatmeal stout. That's it, guys. I'm going to enjoy this little bit of peace and quiet I have until the craziness starts. Enjoy your Friday. See you guys.